Hey everyone, this is Randy. Welcome to this edition of E3 Minutes for Life. I'm joining you today from Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville Resort just outside of Houston, Texas on Lake Conroe. This is one of many of these that he has. And every time I hear of Margaritaville Resorts or the Margaritaville stores or the Parrot Heads or anything like that, it has just always amazed me of what Jimmy Buffett has done with what would be considered a relatively mediocre music career. I mean, when you look at his hits, Margaritaville was the only one who got in the top 10 of the Billboard Music's Hot 100. In other words, for all genres of music, actually the top 10. Never did have a #1 single during that time. His Margaritaville song was his only #1 hit on the adult contemporary charts. But you'd have to say, since that time, one of the most recognizable and probably most played songs of all genres still today, 50 years later. And yet he's taken that one song, he's taken a career that had 10 or 12 pretty recognizable songs as far as their time period, only about 4 or 5 most people could name now, and turned it into something like this. And so I would just ask you, regardless of how much stardom, regardless of how much fame you may have, regardless of how much success you may have experienced in your career, are you making the most of what you've got? Are you making the most of what's in front of you? Are you using your resources to their fullest extent? Are you being as creative as possible? Are you maximizing your input, maximizing your impact, maximizing your influence that you have on other people? Really working within your spheres, both personally and professionally, to have as lasting an impression on people as you possibly can, to leave a legacy that's going to be bigger than just those 1 or 2 or 3 big things you did somewhere back down the line, maybe a project or maybe an event, maybe a milestone that you attained or whatever the case may be. But to really make your life's footprint count for something after you're gone. And I'm not saying that this necessarily is a measure of success, but it is certainly a great reminder that you don't have to be worldwide famous to start where you are and grow to something you could be. It's never too late to be what you might have become, as long as you start now. Hope this has been an encouragement to you and a good way to start your day. We'll look forward to seeing you next time on E3 Minutes for Life. Thanks very much for joining us. Bye-bye.